See there, the head pin is off the spot.
Now, most people won't believe this. That thing might have been on spot by 1/4 of an inch, but the professionals with those trained eyes look at so many racks throughout the week that they can see that the head pin might be to one side or another.
And if you hit the pocket and your pins aren't on spot, you don't want to know the consequences.
But sometimes they may be off spot. They may help you.
This is true, but you really, a lot of times, don't want to take that chance.
Okay.
Pocket splits are hard to pick up.
And leaving the dinner bucket on lane 35 is not the way you'd like to start the semifinal match.
A very difficult spare here. The ball is coming up a little bit light. The head pin really does not come back and mix up all the pins. So.
And then you're left with a fearsome foursome. Do not want to have to shoot the bucket.
It was really not an easy spare to shoot this week for the right-handers. The ball had a tendency to either slide in the conditioner if you wanted to play more direct around the second arrow, or if you tried to move in a little bit, it had a tendency to hook on you.
Ooh. A kiss goodbye from Dede Davidson, and she'll hope that she doesn't have to test her nerves like that anymore here this evening.
Well, Dede missed that spare in the 10th frame and actually thought she lost the match. She came back, pulled off her glove, and was ready to head out the door.
The spare she missed was the 7-pin when we went to commercial break. She didn't need to make it, but she wasn't even really sure what the score was, and I'm a little perplexed at that. It kind of surprises me that she wouldn't know. Not the kind of shot that you want to open the championship round with either for Kim Terrell, who obviously is not too confident in throwing the ball right on lane 35. She set that one down very early.
Kim moving in a little bit the last round last night as well. Now that ball freshly sanded is going to hook for her, hook early, and it appeared she turned that a little early. When you cannot go right with it and you're playing a little bit more direct, you're going to turn a few early.
A little better offering this trip, so she gets a little better feel for the right-hand lane on the spare conversion.
Really pretty style. Kim Terrell, 4-step approach, very basic. If any junior bowlers are out there, any bowlers would like to imitate a player, this is one to imitate. She has got great execution. Just everything about her game is 100%. She's worked a lot with Larry Matthews out in California, as has Dede Davidson, Jackie Sellers, and Kathy McNaughton, and he's done a lot for her game.
This ball sets up, hooks a little early in the middle of the lane as well, crosses over for a Brooklyn strike, and Kim Terrell has some adjusting to do.
The right-handers really not having the type of shot that the left-handers have here tonight. And a look at Dede's overall.
Seven-pin stands. Pretty good pocket shot for Dede Davidson of Wichita, Kansas, who is apparently moving out to the West Coast within the next couple of weeks.
Well, Dede originally from the West Coast. Her mother and father live out there.
A lot of people don't realize she has a twin sister who doesn't really bowl at all.
No.
It's pretty interesting, huh? I think Dede said she was 8 minutes earlier, so she's the elder of the two. I said, well, that means that you must have been the A squad player.
Actually, no, she was the B squad player.
There you go.
That was this week.
Mm-hmm. B squad with 17 players out of 24 in the finals, so a touch of an advantage to be on the B squad this week.
The lanes seem to open up a little bit more, higher scoring conditions towards the latter part of the day.
Well, that one was long and straight, never did get into any kind of a roll, and when you miss the head pin in the championship round, that's a bit of an unsettling experience.
Well, a little bit ahead of herself here, getting to the line a little bit quick and really opening up, not staying square, sent that ball down the lane, like you said, too long, and you could hear the crowd go, ooh, they weren't sure it was even going to stay on the lane.
136 is not what you like to leave.
I think Dede might see a little bit of a change in her condition here. I think the conditioner is going to carry down, and it appears that the lanes on the left side are already tightening up.
But she has been equal to the challenge in terms of converting some very difficult spares in the championship round tonight. Kim Terrell leads by 4 with a Brooklyn strike in the second.
Kim going to move in a little bit deeper now. I'm sure she's going to be playing right around the 3rd arrow at the...
Well, that ball crossed about 15. Better speed, better action, and obviously a much better result.
Made the adjustment in a little bit.
I think she just flat tugged the first shot, and it was slow and much better acceleration here.
Here you can see, which talked about the 3rd arrow, the 15th board right there at the arrows. Not much of a belly, right around out to about the 13th board. The ball setting up nicely into the pocket.
But the problem is, if you send it to maybe the 12 or the 11, it doesn't quite get back. And if you set it a little short, it hooks early. And this one's rolling nicely as well, only that's probably what we're going to see more of here in terms of the right-handers in the next couple of games. A half hit and a solid 10-pin.
A good shot there. It appeared the ball was coming back nicely, just finishing a little bit weak there as the 6-pin just sits in the channel. That ball probably went out a little bit farther than the previous shot on lane 36.
Television match play record overall in her career of 13 wins and 6 losses. Impressive. Cross lane at the 10, a spare up for Kim Terrell, who leads by 13. We'll be back with more right after this. This young lady for a while was in the hunt for the LPBT Player of the Year. Won twice in 1990 and was top seed here. Could have easily won this one.
The 1989 Rookie of the Year. Kim Terrell started her career very nicely. This is her 3rd year on tour, and Owens and Joyce Terrell, Kim's parents, were here all week.
Picked a good week to come out and watch.
I think Kim usually does very well when her parents are here. Very supportive, nice people.
Mm-hmm. Out of the Oakland area, Daly City. Some of her other relatives who live here in the Dallas area out to watch this evening as well, and they've been out supporting her all week long. Little tricky here, cross lane, and a beautiful conversion. Little noise in the background, but the ball had already left her hand. Nevertheless, a glare to the right by Kim Terrell, who was hoping that whoever made the noise on the previous shot has solved the problem.
When a bowling center gets that quiet, Denny, you can almost hear a pin drop. And so even the slightest cough or anything can really disturb a player's concentration.
Quickly up. Effective shot and a strike in the 6th frame for Kim Terrell. Now the plot thickens because Dede Davidson has a strike in the 5th. A strike here in the 6th cuts the lead to just 1. And we see another re-rack for Dede Davidson. That's 2 and out, as they say here on the LPBT Tour.
Now she's left 2 7-pins on lane 36. They were both weak hits, light hits. So we'll see what type of adjustments for that she'll make. Much stronger shot. You could just hear that ball hit the pins.
A little hooting and hollering going on in the background. Dede Davidson wants another re-rack on 35, so Cora Fiebig, our national tournament director, will have to march out, take a look, and decide whether or not she gets it.
Yeah, first time this swing. We've seen the tournament director, Cora Fiebig, who is new to our tour here this year.
Former member of Team USA, an outstanding player in her own right. looked like they were pretty close to me, but apparently head pin once again maybe off. There you see it.